Hello students, in this lecture I will discuss with you the poem When I Consider Life, written by the famous English poet John Dryden. First of all, I would like to give you a brief introduction to the poet John Dryden. John Dryden was an English poet, literary critic, translator, and playwright. Playwright means a writer who writes plays also. He is called a playwright. John Dryden was an English poet, literary critic, translator, and playwright who was appointed England's first poet laureate in 1668. He is seen as dominating the literary life of Restoration England to such a point that the period came to be known in literary circles as the Age of Dryden. Means the period in which Dryden has written his writings is known as Age of Dryden. Students, let us now begin with the text of the poem. When I consider life, it is all a cheat, yet fooled with hope, men favor the deceit. Trust on and think tomorrow will repay. Tomorrow's falser than the former day. Lies worse, and while it says we shall be blessed with some new joys, cuts off what we possessed. Strange cognate. Students, this poem titled When I Consider Life. In this poem, the poet looks at life as a pessimistic one. Means the poet takes a very sad view of life. He says that in the present times, the human beings have become foolish. Life cheats them, life deceives them, but still the human beings or the people, they go on hoping against hope. But the poet is fed up with all such false hopes. So in the present, in this first stanza, when I consider life, it is all a cheat. Yet fooled with hope, men favor the deceit. In these beginning lines, the poet says that I means the poet, that when he tries to consider the life, consider means when he tries to understand life, he comes to know that it is all a cheat. It is means the life is all a cheat, or life cheats the human beings, or life deceives them. Means whenever the poet tries to understand life, he comes to know that life always cheat or it deceives the human beings. Yet fooled with hope, men favor the deceit. He is pained to see the foolishness. Fooled means the people are getting fooled by the cheats or deceives of life. The poet is pained to see the foolishness of human beings. Life cheats them, life deceives them, but still, fooled with hope, men favor the deceit. Still, human beings go on hoping against hope. They think that life will favor them in place of deceit at one time. Trust on and think tomorrow will repay. They love to be treated by hope, and they trust over the matter that tomorrow will repay. They think that they will achieve tomorrow what they have failed to achieve today. Tomorrow is falser than the former day, but actually what happens? Tomorrow means time in future, the coming days. But what happens actually? Their future is even more worse than the former day. Former day means than the past. People keep hoping that their future will be better than their past, but actually what happens that their future is even more worse than their past. Lies worse, and while it says we shall be blessed with some new joys, cuts off what we possessed. Strange coznage. They trust the future, which proves worse than the present. The future raises our hopes with the promise of some new joys. The people think that their future will be blessed. They will have so many joys in the future. The people think with some new joys cuts off what we possessed. They think that their future will be blessed with some new joys, new happiness, cuts off what we possessed, per cuts off. But actually, what happens? The future raises their hopes, but they are cheated once again. The future proves to be deceptive and robs them. Robs them means robs the people of their joys of the present. So, life is a type of strange coznage. Coznage means life is a strange kind of deception or trickery. Passage 2. None would live past years again, yet all hope pleasure in what yet remain, and from the dregs of life think to receive what the first sprightly running could not give. I am tired with waiting for this chimic gold, which fools us young and beggars us when old. In this stanza, the poet says that none would live past years again, that a person cannot live in his past once again. He means to say that time once past cannot be recalled. Yet all hope pleasure in what yet remain. But all of us, all yet means yet all hope means all the human beings still hope to get pleasure in the little life that has remained, that still remains. And from the dregs of life think to receive what the first sprightly running could not give. All of us, all the human beings, foolishly hope to receive or get. We foolishly hope that the future will be better than our past. We hope to enjoy the golden joys or pleasures in old age when we have failed to enjoy these pleasures in the golden period of youth. The poet is I am tired with waiting for this chimic gold which fools us young and beggars us when old. I am tired. In this line, the poet says that he is tired means he is fed up by the false hopes of bright future which fools us young and beggars us when old. The poet is fed up with all the false hopes of bright future. Golden dreams of future make fool to the human beings in their youth. They destroy the human beings in their old age. They are befooled in youth and beggared in the old age. The human beings are befooled in youth by the hope of bright future in their youth and beggared in their old age. Thus, the poet strikes, the poet gives us a very pessimistic note of life. So, students, this was the introduction or a discussion of the poem When I Consider Life. Tomorrow we will continue with the next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.